What's up, guys? TheDevildogGamer here, and we're finally reviewing the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. And it's a little late, and that's because I'm freaking addicted to it. I've already dumped like almost 80 hours into this damn game. And I gotta say, it is so much fun. So much better than the last one. Brings back the old kind of nostalgia. It's fun, man. I'm super addicted to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I never thought I'd be addicted to a Call of Duty again. It's been a very long time. I think the last two Call of Duties I've put tons of hours into were the original Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. Other than that, I kind of just do the campaigns, and that's about it. Of course, you know, with Modern Warfare 2019, I gave it a shot. Warzone a shot also. But this one is special, man. So the big thing it comes down to for me is the just simplification of the movement. We don't have the bunny hop, you don't have that slide cancel, none of that shit. It slows the game down a bit, and the focus more on gunplay. Guns, you know, the time to kill is much lower. You can kill people pretty quickly, but with just running around, you know, holding angles, or, you know, just playing the objective, you don't feel like somebody's gonna jump in a room and they're bouncing all over the place while you're trying to kill them. That's the big one for me, is that I can't do that shit. You know, controller players, you can do that. I'm not good at it with the keyboard and mouse. I just want to run around, shoot people like I do in every other first-person shooter that I play, and I feel like this is more in tune with that. It feels more like a Battlefield, or like a Battlefield with increased movement than anything else, and that's what I like about it. I gotta say, though, I'm addicted to Ground War. Ground War is becoming my favorite mode in this game. Don't get me wrong, I do like the normal multiplayer, but the maps are small. With Ground War, maps are massive. Invasion 2 is a lot of fun too, especially if we're leveling up weapons. But with Ground War, you have more room, more angles, more ways to flank. You can kind of use your brain instead of like, well, I'm gonna go to the left side, or I'm gonna go to the right side. Now you can flank around, you can get vertical, and you know, I see a lot of people complain about it because oh, people are camping. There's so many snipers, yada yada. I mean, you have enough room and abilities to move on 90% of these maps for Ground War. You should be able to get around no matter what and get people and get better angles. And you have more room to play. It's a bigger playground. The one thing I don't like about Ground War is I feel like there's too many vehicles. The vehicles aren't really a huge issue. You can kill them. But like each team spawns with like 4 vehicles, and that just seems a little too much. Maybe 1 or 2 at the start and keep it at that. And let people kind of play how they want to play, and you know, not have to worry about vehicles as much. The weapons themselves and the customization is really awesome. There is so much customization in this game. There's so many unlocks to do. There's just so many ways you can kind of build your guns out, and not, you know, you can't build a dumb gun. All the guns will kill someone. The marksman rifles are absolutely deadly right now, which is weird because usually in Call of Duty games they're not. The time to kill is super fast, which I like. Still got to see how it is with armor and stuff like that, and Warzone and, you know, DMZ and things like that. But the time to kill is pretty quick, which I like. Makes battle rifles and marksman rifles absolutely worth it. But every weapon feels good. I mean, you can clap people with pistols super fast. There's just so much possibilities with what you're able to do with, you know, building these guns and using them. And, you know, even LMGs are great right now, which is usually not the case at all. You know, there are certain weapons that are really OP, but at the same time, you don't need to use them. You can still be good with the most garbage tier gun in the game. I do like the new gunsmith and the unlock system. It makes you use certain weapons to, I mean, you can't just unlock everything for one gun. You actually have to go through the trees and unlock, you know, certain attachments. Like if you want this one certain red dot, you gotta go and level up the pistol. If you want a pistol suppressor, you gotta go through the shotguns. So it forces you to try all the weapons and see how they work, and, you know, work through them, and kind of, you know, weapons I would never touch ever, I'm actually using now and leveling them up quite a bit, which, you know, I do like that system. You're not forced to be like, well, you know, I'm just gonna stick with this weapon forever. You actually have to kind of go through and try all these weapons, which has definitely shown me that, you know, guns that I would be like, I don't want to use that. Suddenly I'm like, now I want to use this gun. This gun's actually awesome for my play style. So it allows kind of more of a quick way to unlock everything, but at the same time, getting you to kind of experience all these other guns. Now, my one issue right now is that I can't turn crossplay off. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be asking, you know, like, you play PC, why crossplay? Now, for the first time ever in probably 10 years, I pulled out a controller for a first-person shooter. After a few rounds, I was like, I got to see, you know, and watching the kill cams, I'm like, I got to see how this works. And I gotta tell you, like, I've been playing gaming for as long as I can remember. Been playing PC shooters for as long as I remember. I did do some console shooters in the past, you know, the original COD 4 and stuff like that, but majority of it, I've been PC only shooter. I plugged in that controller, and I hadn't touched a controller in God knows how long, man. It's been so long since I've even touched a controller, let alone a first-person shooter with a controller. It's been 10 years. And it was so easy just killing people. I mean, it was dumb. And, you know, I can go more into depth with that. We're going to do a video where, you know, I break it down as a PC player, showing you my rounds, and then going to a controller and what's the difference and what I see and what I feel. You know, trying both and seeing both, you know, there is an advantage with controllers. People can say it all day, and, you know, I'll 1v1 you in different scenarios if you think that's the case, and I'll show you you're wrong. But there is a difference, and I would rather play against people with my own setup. Same with people that are like, I would rather play with people that I play that are with controllers. That's fine. You know, you can play your console. You don't have to play with me on PC. I would rather play with people that have mouse and keyboard. You know, I would rather run into the hacker every once in a while than get stuck constantly fighting against controller aimbot. You know, especially up close, it's impossible for me to beat every single time. The controller just locks it, and you could throw the controller across the room and still get the kill. It's wild, dude. I can't jump past people. They just auto-lock onto you. It's absolutely wild. But we're going to go more into depth to that with another video. Overall, man, this Modern Warfare 2 has absolutely killed it. The campaign, while not the greatest campaign they've ever done, was awesome. The multiplayer has absolutely got me addicted, and now I haven't even tried the Spec Ops yet, but that's probably going to be absolutely amazing that we got Spec Ops back. Then we're going to get DMZ, which is their take on, like, Escape from Tarkov, and Warzone. So now I'm like, you know, dude, I'm going to have so much stuff to do with this game, and I'm loving it so much that, you know, now I'm like, all right, I want the Battle Pass. What else are you going to throw at me? Come on, let's go. I literally haven't felt this way about a Call of Duty in a very, very long time. And it's nice. It's kind of refreshing a little bit to be kind of back in that grind, to be like, all right, I have Call of Duty, you know, something that's going to keep giving me, you know, content, you know, things to do, you know, things to try. You know, instead of being like, well, you know, here we go with Tarkov and they're one gun every 6 freaking months, or, you know, stuff like that. It's nice and it's refreshing to feel this way and to have kind of a Call of Duty to be addicted to again, because everybody has that one Call of Duty that they just spent hours in, and you may never get that again. And for me, it's taken a very, very long time since Black Ops 1 to be addicted to a Call of Duty again. And it feels good to be back to like, oh yes, we have a Call of Duty, you know, especially with how Battlefield's gone downhill so far. I mean, so many games have released lately that have been like, ugh, this sucks, you know. Now we're kind of at this point again to where we're starting to get good stuff from, like, games that I was pretty much ready to write off. I'd written off Call of Duty other than the campaigns. But now, here we are. We're back. And I'm really excited for it, man. But I want to know what you guys think about Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. You guys like it? You excited for the stuff coming up? You playing the shit out of it? You want to see more of it on the channel? Let me know down in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.